And we're keeping all this in.
Someone slapped me.
Okay.
Should we do the music? Does it matter now?
It won't play.
Well,
we don't have
so
headphones
you're gonna put
on.
it in later?
Yeah, I'll put it in later.
Okay, so the music is getting it's in right now.
Count down to when the music starts.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Motorcycle went by right when it started.
Mm-hmm.
Hey everybody, welcome to the We Cool podcast.
I feel like the theme song was longer.
The podcast where it's always
like
short.
it's crescendoing now.
Yeah.
So it's still going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
You just stop.
I'll fade it down.
Oh, okay. So if you listen,
fade it up.
Now fade out. Put it up.
Yeah.
Now put a little reverb on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Well, the listener, we don't have headphones on, so only the listener knows.
Theater of the mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm yeah.
All right. Now. Oh no, a bird's attacking the theme song.
Oh no!
Shit.
Get out of here!
Oh no!
Get out of the theme song!
All right, it's gone, and now we're here.
We are recording live from Chernobyl. We don't have headphones on today. We got lead phones on. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep them radiation out of our ears.
We're
freaking lead phones
embedded deep in Chernobyl, trying to fight off the damn Russians.
Yes.
Just us three.
The three of us. Fellas.
I don't think we're.
What if just us three got drafted?
No one else?
She's like, dude, did you get a letter? We're like, yeah. No one else got a letter.
We're sending in the most pathetic men we could get. And if they don't make a difference, then Ukraine was supposed to always.
And then
win.
Biden goes on TV and he's like, it's not a mistake. I wanted to send these fucking idiots over there, man. Just fight the Russians. Just
get them out of here.
You guys want to get these guys out of here.
They're always being mean to me.
I like the podcast.
Get them out of my fucking country, man.
They won't let me be on the podcast.
Yeah.
Joe Biden
Hold on, I gotta
is
fix
not
it.
allowed to be on the podcast.
Joe Biden, you're canceled.
We're drinking some beers.
Yeah. Cheers.
We're cracking some beers.
Yeah, welcome to the We Cool podcast.
Thank
This is
you.
a live episode.
Thank you.
We're doing it live.
I just touched down.
Podcast where we apologize, demand apologies, and read anonymous listener apologies. Tommy's in the building.
I just touched up. You know what that means?
Touch my penis.
I fingered a woman that's taller than me.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I you check the wind, see what the wind is.
You do that within a vagina?
Well, you can, and then hopefully you just also finger a woman who's taller than you too.
Did she want
with
you
consent?
Well, of course. Why would you even imply that?
Yeah.
Weird that you.
Why would you even imply that?
Yeah. It's,
why would only you imply that?
I don't think it's that controversial to be saying we need to have consent these days.
I think that's extremely controversial.
Well.
1995 called, and they don't want you to consent.
The American Pie film franchise called, and they have some arguments with your thoughts on consent.
I was talking to the security guys, the TSA guys. We were talking about the Will Smith.
No, you were.
Chris Rock. I swear to God.
Not talking to
throughout TSA.
You're getting.
I was in line. No, they were talking. Well, the line was long, and they're like, move down over here. And then he's just like, one guy was like, I don't know, man. I just think, I think it was fake,
So then you pipe it.
I piped in and I was like, and I took my AirPods out and I was like, I also think it's fake. And then the other guy was like, see, and then this other guy was like, come on. And it was a nice little,
I don't think it's fake. I don't think it's fake.
Well, Grant was making some good points in the car. Thanks for picking me up from the airport.
You're welcome,
by the way.
You're welcome.
Is he paying you?
No.
Fucking rube.
You think I'm getting screwed on this deal?
Yeah.
Come on.
You think this is a bad investment?
I paid you.
You're a fucking horrible businessman, Grant.
God damn it, man.
You're the dumbest businessman I've ever met.
I'll fleece Tommy at multiple turns over this next tour.
That is true.
You are getting free Airbnbs because you have so many credits built up and because you've left so many bad reviews.
Because I'm lying to you guys about how much they cost.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that because now you aren't going to trust a single thing I say.
Never do. I've never trusted a single thing that comes out of Grant's snake penis-shaped mouth.
Did you guys watch Pam and Tommy? Have you seen that? The Hulu show?
No.
Tommy Lee has a conversation with his dick, and the dick talks to him, and the penis all moves.
Is it funny?
It's pretty funny. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Seth Rogen's in it.
We'll see.
Is Seth Rogen the penis?
No, Jason Mantzoukas is the penis. The penis is quite large.
So the penis is it talks.
And it like moves its head around like.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And it's based on a true story?
It's like how they.
It's based on real events.
Their sex
The
tape,
penis, yeah. The penis talks in the sex tape, and that's what it's based on. But yeah, it's based on how their sex tape got leaked. Anyways.
How you gonna have a talking penis?
Ryan's penis just said that. Ryan's penis making its first appearance on the show today. What's up, man?
Nah, he's gone.
Veiled immediately.
That's fair.
I don't want to do that.
I for sure thought it was fake, but then Grant was like, I don't know, man. It could be real. And I was like, yeah, that's good.
That's how you convince Tommy of anything. Just introduce him to a new idea.
Yeah, because a guy like me gets one idea in his head, and I'm like, that's the only one. You know?
Yeah.
Well, you introduce, if Tommy has one idea and you introduce the other side of that idea to him, he will get so exhausted mentally
if
he has to take a nap.
And the worst thing you can do is introduce a third idea, because a lot of times there's multiple ideas occurring.
Tommy shuts down, he starts shaking, and he goes,
I started vibrating.
It's so
and I go, oh no,
because
I pooped my pants.
You have to hold Tommy's head.
Yeah.
Go, no, it's okay. There are other ideas. There are many ideas out there, Tommy.
No, you need to reassure him that there's only two ideas. There's only ever the two. That is how this podcast works, though. There's only ever two ideas introduced, and then two of us will align with one of them against the third.
Well,
I think Will Smith's a fucking baby
for sure.
And also like everyone who's like, his wife is bald and she's suffering from a disease. It's like
that's hey,
the same thing.
My wife's bald too.
Yeah, and
hold on.
And I'm the one who's suffering. Okay, it's hard to have sex with her.
Also, welcome to a man's world. Okay?
Yeah,
we're walking around here bald all the time. I mean, none of the three of us are bald, but we could be. It's the plight of the
I
male.
legitimately think Will Smith has just been made fun of so much in pop culture for like people just being like, yeah, like your wife fucked August Alsina or whatever the guy's name is. Like
August
Alsina. He's like an R&B singer. He's got a couple good songs, but I don't know how to say his last name. This is like
let's play a couple songs.
Kissing on My Tattoos.
I'll drop one in.
All right, let me give us a little taste.
I don't know what it sounds like. I've listened.
Can you do the rhythm?
No.
Well, it's playing under us right now.
Okay.
Sure
well, let's try. What would the kissing on my tattoos?
Honestly, that's pretty close.
Yeah, kissing on my big great tattoo that I have on my
Miller Band.
Kissing on my.
Also, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce his name. This is like when I was in middle school and I found out about Kid Cudi.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I went up to this guy and I was like, yo, you ever listen to Kid Cudi? Because that's how I thought he. And then like the dude was like, you mean Kid Cudi? And like,
and he was mean about it.
He was an asshole about it.
Yeah.
It's like I've never heard him say his name. He doesn't start songs like this is Kid Cudi.
He like called you an idiot, walked away, and then you were like, day and night.
Yeah.
You got all emo in the hallway.
Also, I think the Crookers remix is overrated. I don't like the Crookers like the dance.
That's like the main one, right? Or no?
It's like the big remix off of it. The original song is so much better.
I'm not a big Cudi head.
Really? I would have guessed you were.
No.
But yeah. So I just think like Will Smith he's been like.
See, that's how Tommy works right there.
Start to cry. I think
I love it. Who am I kidding? I don't know why I said that. I love Kid Cudi. I love Kid Cudi. He's my favorite.
I love Kid Cudi.
I just don't really know any of his songs or have ever listened to him before.
No, that's okay.
But yeah, I just think like he's been made fun of so much in the culture.
Chris Rock, he was so still and planted. Here's my theory. Okay.
No, I think he was like in shock.
Yeah.
But like I don't think he'd be in shock because he's such a skilled performer, stand-up comedian, and like when a celebrity approaches the stage, you think he would just have the common courtesy to be like, "Oh, Will Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, look at and you would have some step aside and there would be some physical
we're not seeing the camera because what we see is like Will Smith laugh after the joke because it was like that's what you do. And also it was like, I think he genuinely kind of thought it was funny until he saw his wife was mad. And then it cuts away. It goes back to Chris Rock. And all of a sudden Will Smith is coming on stage.
And-
I think Chris Rock saw though, like Jada probably looked at Will and was like, "What the fuck? Are you going to do anything?" And so I think Chris Rock already knew, like, "Oh, whatever's about to happen. This isn't going to be like a fun like show."
Oh, let's have Will have his word.
Yeah, I think
like,
it's like.
But also, what about them just like doing a bit? Them doing like an Andy Kaufman stunt.
Yeah,
Chris Rock is a bit of a troll. You know what I mean?
I mean,
he likes pushing buttons.
I would believe that if not for like Will Smith sitting down and then being like, "Keep
here's my new theory that here's my new theory.
He looked kind of mad, man.
Here's my new theory that I had in the car is that it was a stunt, it was a bit, and then it flopped, and then it bombed, and then Will Smith was crying during his speech because he was just upset that the stunt bombed because everyone was like, "Oh shit, this is serious," and he was like, now I got to play it up.
Regardless of any of it, sorry, it does just feel like another glitch in the system, like a 2022 glitch that we've just come to.
I'm just saying it would have
know and love.
If this would have happened in 2004, it would have been better.
Yeah, drop the 2004 theory.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Is now it happened today or yesterday, and now all social media is talking about it.
Let's put the listener in that mindset. American Pie 2 just coming out. Jinko jeans on top of the world.
Yep.
Blink-182 in the Walkman.
I'm in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
To paint a picture.
Wearing Jinko jeans.
You're wearing jeans that are 8 sizes too big.
I'm in 2nd or 3rd grade.
I'm in probably 7th grade, and I'm wearing a G Unit T-shirt that's too big. Also, I'm the only white kid in my high school, in my middle school, wearing that, and it's weird at the time.
Yeah, like people notice.
It's a black shirt.
Why does he wear Echo every day?
It says G Unit, and it has flames in the lettering.
Dude, get that shirt again.
Go online.
It would honestly go hard today.
Dude, we should get all like G Unit. We should get what Puma, was that big?
Yeah.
Fubu.
Yeah, we should get Fubu tracksuits.
But okay, so 2004, this happens, right? Will Smith
nominated
slaps Chris Rock. The next day, the cover of People magazine is just says, "Is Will Smith gay?" and 5 other reasons you might not want to stick up for your wife. And then for the next 3 weeks, people were just walking around going, "Yeah, I guess Will Smith's gay."
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Cut to 2022. All these like Vice documentaries are coming out about the time, and
there's going to be
becomes a hallowed moment.
There's going to be a 30 for 30 about
that
Smith
Oscars
Chris Rock.
Well, yeah, because he got the sports tie-in too with him playing the soccer mom or whatever he's doing in that
not
movie.
A soccer mom, dude.
No, I'm pretty sure.
The dad.
I'm pretty sure.
Did Chris Rock go back out there? Did he?
Dude, he hosted the whole show.
So he did the whole show.
We talk a lot on this show about how tough it is to host, and it never.
Did that happen in the beginning?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't. I wasn't watching.
No one
watched. But now everyone's
watched.
That's the other thing too. Is in 2004. Literally half the country would have seen that happen live, and now it's like.
Well, that's why they wouldn't have to do a fake stunt because everyone would already be watching. So they have to do a fake stunt to now get everybody to talk about it.
Think about that though. If this happened in 2004, your grandparents, who are probably dead or in a home, would have watched that and had thoughts about it. Would have watched it and went, I think Will Smith had to stick up for his bald wife because she's too weak and she's a woman.
Dude,
so she can't slap Chris Rock.
I will say, us on this couch right now, we do look like the kids. the 9-year-old
YouTube thumbnail.
Let's talk about it. Is the Chris Rock Will Smith fiasco fake or not?
We are just as knowledgeable as that.
Let's talk about it.
I like Ryan's 9-year-old premise too, of it being like, yo, if anything happened 20 years ago, somebody who was old now 20 years ago would have seen it and thought about it.
It's true. You can't.
You
cannot try and deny it.
You cannot argue with
the
that.
execution is.
It was good, man.
Mm-hmm.
You should do it about more things.
I'm probably gonna do it on stage. Mm-hmm. I think I'm gonna do this bit on stage.
this bit that'll be good for like 3 days.
Yeah, and then just post it as a reel.
There we go.
Do you guys have any apologies to demand?
No. I had a good weekend.
Good.
I was at House of Comedy. I forget the guy's name, but he was a headliner.
Yeah. You forgot his name that fat. You didn't know his name last
Joe
week.
Dombrowski. He's like a teacher guy. He's like a gay man who's a teacher, and his audience. And I'm not like being hyperbolic.
You're not creating a character right now.
I'm not setting the stage.
This isn't a Ryan Call original.
A gay teacher.
This is
Can you imagine if a
that
teacher
is
was
right in your
gay?
wheelhouse.
Yeah. Dude, you've been at House of Comedy so much. You're basically doing like a residency there. Like,
Dude, honestly,
you're working out a new hour.
He lives in the
really-
game works.
I've been doing really well there.
Dude, you finally learned how to crack House of
I've gotten
Comedy.
so funny. I'm funny to like the dumbest audience is possible. But anyways, his audience was like, and I'm not being hyperbolic, almost 100% white women who are teachers, and then like some gay men. That was like the entire audience. And he sold out like pretty much every show. Friday, both shows.
Mazel tov to this guy.
That's what you say in the gay community.
Yeah.
Mazel tov.
Yeah.
The gay teacher community.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
that
true.
man has had 18 bar mitzvahs. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
I don't know what that means either.
but it sounded funny in my head. You know? But Friday I struggled. I was like, I was only doing 15 the first show, and then like the manager was like, "Yeah, you're gonna do 25 for the second." I was like, "Dude, I need to figure out what material these people like."
Yeah.
You know, and then like last minute he's like, "Actually, just do 15." And I was like, "Awesome, okay." And then the late show I had an okay set, and then Saturday, same makeup in the audience, but they were just way more down to clown, dude. Way fun. I was crushing host set.
It is the audience.
Saturday shows.
It's never our fault.
Sometimes I know, granted, like
I know I'm joking, but it's just
shows are better. They
I
almost
think,
always.
I think I was tired on Friday because I'd worked that day, and then I think also the audience was all tired too because they were all teachers. They'd also worked.
that's a good point.
And
you think about the early show.
Yeah.
You're like going home, going straight to the club.
or if you have kids, you have to find a fucking babysitter. Maybe you get something to eat. Then
Maybe
you're
you
like
get something-
scrambling. You
and
get
then-
there, yeah.
And then you're the first guy on stage. It's like
I would be so mad
if you were a lesbian teacher and you came to a show
Yeah.
and you're like this
this fucking guy is gonna do the suck a tiny penis thing right away. He's
that's
gonna
what
pretend
you
to
open the
smoke weed.
hosting sets with. Dude, hell
I do.
yeah.
Well, when I'm at House Comedy, I go, round of applause. Is anyone here not local to the Twin Cities? And then almost always there is someone. And then I have like a line for that. And then I'll like talk to them. Then I go into where I'm from. Then I do the suck a tiny penis thing.
Good. Yeah. So you grease
I
the
set the
wheels a little
stage,
bit. Yeah. That's good, man.
Yeah, I have to like
I'm glad you had a good week there.
dude, I've been
Yeah,
writing out
good.
my clean jokes and I'm like, fuck, I think I can do like 18 minutes.
And they're all about AIDS. Every clean joke you have.
It's all
Every
AIDS, but
clean
it's
joke
good.
you have-
It's good, clean AIDS
Every clean
stuff.
joke
Yeah.
Tommy has is about the AIDS epidemic and how
Yeah.
it was actually really funny.
Yeah, it's
And how if he could, he would go back and vote for Ronald Reagan because of the response that he
Yeah.
had to the pandemic or epidemic, I should say. Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
gonna do well.
that's all true.
Epidemic epidemic is when it's gay.
Yes.
What about a
Yeah.
Chinese restaurant called Pandemic Express?
No. How much of this are we going to cut out?
Why
What's
cut
our-
out that? That was good.
You want to keep that in?
That's the name of the damn episode.
Pandemic Express.
No.
What's it's not, dude. It's what's wrong?
What's wrong with that?
What's
You
wrong?
wouldn't eat there? Sounds like you're the problem.
Oh, I'm trying to stop Asian hate on this podcast. That's why I got the poster. That's why I got the Bruce Lee poster. It's to stop
It's
Asian
a
hate.
poster for the listener of Ryan dressed up as Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
And it's quite offensive.
Yeah.
But it's predominant in his apartment.
It's the biggest poster I have.
It's pretty
It
cool.
takes up an entire wall. It's actually
it's more of a mural.
what are those sports things that you can
It's a-
plaster
a
on the
fat
wall?
head.
It's a fat head of me dressed up like Bruce Lee. And it says hashtag stop Asian hate.
And he's got a
Unreal.
kimono and it's open.
Dude, that's actually a really funny character guy. He's like a principal and he's trying to stop Asian hate at his school and he dresses up. He dresses up as a geisha. He's like, stop. We have to stop Asian
But he's
hate.
gonna fight. He's like gonna try and fight them.
What do you mean?
What about a white guy who's gonna stop Asian hate with karate?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's the Karate Kid.
That's the
That
karate,
is
and
the
that's the
Karate
movie.
God damn it. Well, and now we're back to Jaden Smith.
Dude, did you guys also see yeah, I think Jaden tweeted like that's how we do it. And I'm
I
just
feel like that
you're a fucking
I
idiot.
feel like that was him talking about him winning the Oscar.
maybe. But I saw that and I was just like, I hate all of this. I don't know.
I'm still putting my money on like in like a year from now they're gonna be like, yeah, we
I don't think so.
We faked that.
So either,
Chris Rock's reaction seems so flabbergasted to me.
It seemed like a fake punch.
It was a slap. Which
Like
also,
dude,
it was an open hand slap.
That's the other thing. If you're gonna swing on somebody, fucking knock him the fuck out. You know, what are you slapping a man for? Or a woman.
The way he was
or a dog.
The way he
Or
was
a
like
baby.
still and just like moved a little bit and came right back seemed really like planned to me.
Plandemic? Plandemic Express.
Plandemic Express.
This is literally what happened with 9/11. It's like something happens and then everyone
we get a hold of it.
But but then people like Tommy get hold of it and are like, but
Imagine
I
if-
feel like
okay,
someone planned
we
this.
did your thing. Imagine if 9/11 happened right now.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a lot worse.
Oh yeah. Could you imagine how many people would make it about them?
I would. I make it about me now, and it happened 20 years ago. We make it about us.
I don't.
What about you know how everyone does
about how you flew a plane into the World Trade Center.
You know how everyone does those like sometimes like
Yeah, I did do that.
and it's like sort of like a psyop, but like every 6 months there'll be like a white woman Twitter account, and like when there's like violence, you know, they'll make it about them, you know, and they're like, this punch reminds me of like, you know, like someone said, like I saw a tweet where like someone did about the Will Smith, Chris Rock thing where like some white woman was like, this punch reminds me of someone just, you know, having a good time and then someone not taking a joke and like, you know, going to violence, or it's just something about like their abusive household. But it's like, if 9/11 happened, you know, it'd be like,
what did happen?
And you'd be like,
if like 9/11 happened today,
identified with the South Tower.
Because my dad would sometimes come home and just kind of barge in the door, and
well, with 9/11,
it really reminds me how
that plane crashed into that building.
With 9/11,
and the building was just standing there, minding its own business.
I identify most as Building 7 because as a child, all of my friends were abused, but I wasn't. But I still, I still carry that emotional trauma.
I'm gonna try and construct one of those
to do on the road with Mary.
What
Mac.
a world!
No. Yeah, a World Trade Center. Make it about me.
Yeah. You should.
You know, 9/11 post. Look out for that. Look out for that tweet. If you're listening to this on Thursday, you missed the show at the Crane, which was last night. Okay. And then now go back on Monday and like that tweet.
I could talk. It was a pretty eventful weekend for me at Sisyphus and Corner Bar. Michael Che just like crashed the entire weekend in Minneapolis.
Completely forgot about that.
It was fucking crazy.
It's crazy how Will Smith slapping Chris Rock completely made me forget that Michael Che was here this weekend.
Yeah.
And
it is pretty crazy. The Will Smith, I know it's like celebrity gossip bullshit culture, but he did hit a man.
This is what I mean about the glitch in the system thing that we're seeing just more and more. Like the pandemic was one, January 6th was one. We're seeing these things that are like, just
what do you mean by glitch in the system?
It's there are these aberrations that are
I like what he's saying.
Our culture.
I wish I knew what he was saying.
Hey, shut the fuck up. I'm about to get smart over here. No, that's okay. You guys can chatter amongst yourselves. I'm going to talk to the smart listeners now. You guys can talk amongst yourselves.
Anyways,
no, it's just I don't know. There's something. It's like the Mandela effect type thing.
Dude, don't
we
do
hopped
this
over.
simulation
Come
bullshit.
on, dude.
No,
Come on.
stupid.
You invented simulation theory.
I invented Mandela effect, and if you can find an instance of somebody saying I didn't, good luck.
It's crazy. That's why I'm thinking about it. I've been thinking about it all day because I watched the clip and I was like, Jesus. And that's why I'm like going like, it's got to be fake because it's like,
you guys are babies.
You just hit a man on live television
at the Oscars.
That's wild.
And then he won the fucking Oscar.
That's the craziest part.
That's what I think. I think they were like, damn, I think we got to give Will this.
I think they should have given it to Chris
Also,
Rock.
I watched that movie on the plane.
Yeah.
So we'll get to the Michael J thing. But I watched that movie on the plane. But I didn't have headphones on because they were like $6 for head. Because they only sell special headphones. See, this is why I don't fly JetBlue. Okay, you can't plug in I brought specific cord headphones because I thought you could plug them in.
Augs.
Yeah, with the Augs. And you have to buy special JetBlue headphones to watch their fucked up movie, which also
this is exactly how I convinced that party to hate my friend.
Call it Jet Boof because that shit sucks.
Okay. We'll see if that goes.
Can we cut that out, you guys? Anyways, I'm like, well, I'm not doing that. So anyways, I have the Shaky Graves album downloaded. So I just like was like nodding in and out of sleep, listening to like Shaky Graves, and then like watching the like Will Smith tennis daughter, you know,
King Richard.
Yeah, King Richard. And this is the entire movie while you're nodding in and out after having 3 beers at the airport and listening to Shaky Graves is in the entire movie. So it's like ding ding banana ding ding. I'm Jakey Graves and I'm ding ding.
Tell my father
around the mountains and all that stuff, you know. And it's like really nice. And then you fall asleep a little bit, and then you come out, and then it's like Will Smith, and he's like talking to like a white guy, and the white guy's going like this, and he's going like, "Come on, let me play tennis," you know. Come on, we're trying to play tennis over here. And the white guy's like, "You can't play tennis," you know. And then you fall asleep again, and then they start playing a little bit of tennis, and then the white guy's like, "Come on, stop playing tennis. Get out of here with that tennis stuff." And I'm like, damn, they're playing a little bit of tennis. And then they start playing more tennis. And then I woke up in the championship and I'm like, all right, they're playing a lot of tennis.
They're like mostly playing tennis.
They're like, they really went from not playing a lot of tennis to playing like a lot of tennis. So they did overcome pretty much doing full on tennis. So, you know, that's kind of my review of King Richard. And Will Smith, he had a great performance. He was crying a lot, going like, come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm Will Smith. I just want to get in there and hit a couple balls around.
It would be awesome if Joe Biden slapped Chris Rock.
That would be, yeah.
I think that's the. What if that was the only redeeming quality about Joe Biden, that he was threatening people with violence all the time.
Talk about a different universe, right? So
talk about it.
Here, okay.
I'm ready.
Here's my scenario. Chris Rock. He's at the Oscars. He makes fun of Will Smith's wife for being bald. Will Smith laughs. All of a sudden, Chris Rock is like about to do the next thing, and he's like, "Oh wait, hold on." Joe Biden walked on stage, and it comes up, and Chris Rock's like, "Oh no!" And then he gets fucking slapped.
So the same thing plays out, but it's Joe Biden who defends Jada Pinkett.
And then he sits back down for some reason. He's at the Oscars, and he goes, "Keep Will Smith's wife's name out your fucking mouth." He says it 3 times.
I'm Joe Biden.
And he's like, Chris Rock's like, "I will." Okay.
I mean, honestly, like,
I vote for him.
Yeah.
I can see it.
And that's just a taste of what happens in my head on a day-to-day basis.
Reimagining.
Yeah. All right. So Michael Che.
Yeah, it was rad. He came to Sisyphus, and
he was where before that?
He was in Winona.
What?
Yeah. So like at 5 p.m. on Thursday, Ali Sultan messages us, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get Che to close down the open mic at Sisyphus." And we're just like, "Okay, what?" Like,
He was in Winona for one night.
Yeah. And it seemed like it wasn't going to happen. I immediately called. I was hosting Sisyphus that night, so I called up Sam, the owner, and I was like, "Hey, we might want to like make a contingency plan if he can do this, because it would be epic."
Yeah.
And then it was basically unknown like the whole night whether or not he was going to make it. So we were just like shitting our pants, stretching this show to like longer and longer.
Yeah. Who did 2 sets?
Greg Coleman. I did 2 sets as well, and it was
Well, which one was better?
It was Greg Coleman better. Well, because this is
you did the same joke.
So this is what happened though.
Which was, "Hello, I'm Greg Coleman." You did his opener. "Hello, my name's Greg Coleman,"
which he also wasn't too pleased about.
Yeah, he screamed it.
He did. He right in front of Michael Che.
He slapped your face.
Yeah, he did. And God, so dude, it's like we announced it on Instagram, and then he still like wasn't there, so the room like filled in again. So the show had been going for like 2 hours.
Jesus Christ.
The show had been going for 2 hours. I'm throwing every single comic up.
Everyone's doing time. And did anyone stay the entirety of the show?
Like probably half the people did, because
Jesus
at a certain point it was like I went to Sam and I was like, "What the fuck are we doing, man?" It was probably 10:15 at this point, and the show normally wraps at 9:45.
Sam's like, "I don't even know who Michael Che is." That's what my girlfriend said.
He was like, "Who is that?" And I was like, Oh man, I should.
Dude,
I should-
awesome,
yeah.
man. Dude, we should just like have him like extend the mic, like just like, dude, Frank Frank Jalapenos he's huge, man. And Sam's like, all right, cool.
He's on the Colgate Comedy Hour.
Remember who?
Ray
Frank
Donk.
Jalapeno. I'm the best Jewish, Puerto Rican, Italian comedian in Austin, Texas. And
He's basically like the Joe Rogan of Dallas.
I've been on Ellen 4 times, and also I have Down syndrome.
We gotta book him, Sam. We gotta extend the
Frank
mic.
Jalapetitos.
We gotta.
He's always changing his last name.
What do you mean, never heard of Frank Jalapetitos?
You better pay me in cookies.
Like,
Listen, it's never funny to make fun of someone for something they can't change about themselves.
yeah.
That's true.
And Frank
It's
loves
never,
cookies.
ever funny to do that.
And Frank loves.
Yeah. So we
It's
got
never funny to make fun of
The
Grant for
fact-
being a pedophile.
we got word that he was 25 minutes away. So at this point,
This is at 10:15.
yeah.
How is he is he driving?
Yes. So that's why it was so unlikely. Like when I heard that he was in Winona, which is like a 2.5
He's actually
hour.
coming by boat.
It's a 2.5 hour, yeah, by riverboat.
Down the Mississippi.
Up the Mississippi, Tommy.
Fuck off.
You went to college in Winona, and you're from Minneapolis.
No. False. Both those
No.
things. Rethink.
Not false.
What's false?
That's
about
both
what I
those
said?
things are false.
What's
Come
false?
back to me in a couple days.
Okay, all right.
See,
Tommy just put Ryan in the fucking
Tommy's
icebox.
used to hanging out with John Kennedy, where he can
Yeah.
just say this, and then John will go, "Oh yeah, okay."
Okay. So
Shut your mouth.
we like restart. We
No.
basically restart the show, and
Yeah,
That's
you
when
go.
I-
You go. Well, hey, everybody, thanks for being here.
no, I said like I was like because it had kind of emptied and filled back into standing room only, and I
What
was
is
like,
this? My ex-wife's vagina.
Pussy?
yes, it was. It reminded me of that very much, Ryan.
Yes.
And I'm sorry about that
Veronica.
situation with your kids. Yeah, it's rough. Just let them see the kids, Veronica.
Me screaming, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth
to
her,
me.
to her
Keep-
divorce lawyer.
Yeah. Keep my wife's pussy out your mouth. Keep my fucking dick out my ass. Keep your fucking
My fucking dick out my fucking ass.
keep my dick out my ass.
you keep my fucking dick out my ass? Can you smell what the rock?
Keep my
Can you smell me keeping my dick out my fucking ass?
keep my wife's name in your out and your
Keep my
pussy
wife's dick out of
out of
fucking
my ass.
Keep my wife's dick on my fucking ass. Well, I'm very heated right now. I might not be talking.
I'm not talking straight right now, but I'm mad.
This
but
is
you know what I mean.
this is our Will Smith impression collectively. It's kind of right here.
Feels like a safe impression.
It feels like, hey, how y'all doing?
You guys
sorry.
gotta keep it down a
Yeah,
little
we gotta
bit.
keep.
Sorry about that, man.
Keep it down.
We're in the studio, and you have to keep it.
We're
It's
in
We're in
the
quiet
the
hour.
Studio.
Studio.
Yeah, so I went back up there and I was basically like, hey, half of you probably know what's going on, the other half don't leave
Mhm.
and take this as a time to go get a beer and we're gonna do an intermission. And I stayed on stage because I didn't want to, like, you know, it's just
Fuck over anybody else.
or just I
Or
didn't
just
want to
keep
put
some
somebody else up,
keep some
exactly.
control.
You keep. So I was like,
And also, you love the power.
the room went into pandemonium and I was just up there like kind of halfway doing bits and talking, but it was, and I was like checking in with
Grant was
people who
doing
were
his
listening.
Michael Che impression. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like, to warm you guys up.
Yeah, there's
I'm gonna-
but nobody could hear it. It was there was a moment where I was up there and I was like, I could say anything that I damn want right now. And then I looked around and I was like, no, about 40% of the people in this room are actually paying attention to me. But
Mhm.
Did you say that on stage that you could say anything?
I
you
did,
want?
and then I fell silent for about 30 seconds after that.
That's when you realize you didn't want to say anything.
Yes, exactly. I have nothing to say. But then, yeah, we're gonna have to get another beer, man.
The smooth taste of Miller Lite.
You're right. Smooth.
This
smooth
isn't
taste.
your-
Tell them
This isn't your.
Tell him.
Do a plug real quick, and I'm gonna
All
grab us another round.
Miller Lite.
we're
This isn't your dad's pedophile's beer. This is your pedophile's beer.
Miller
This is your friend's who's a pedophile.
Miller Lite. This isn't non-alcoholic beer like O'Doul's. This stuff has the stuff in it.
This stuff,
but it tastes like O'Doul's. Miller Lite, sort of like how O'Doul's, one of my favorite beers ever, but it has the stuff, the good stuff in it.
You ever drink an 8-pack of O'Doul's and you go, "Fuck, I'm not wasted."
You ever drink O'Doul's and think to yourself,
"Sorry,
it's cool that I'm gonna get evicted after
and
this."
think to yourself, I wish
one podcast here.
You're drinking O'Doul's and you're thinking to yourself, this is the perfect beer. I wouldn't change a thing, except
I'd like to be pissing my pants.
Except one thing.
Except I
Miller Lite, and that's where Miller Lite comes in.
Except I wish I had an uncontrollable urge to text my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah,
I wish that.
Yes,
I wish that upon myself.
I get that too for your girlfriend.
Text her. I don't give a fuck.
I won't.
Okay,
I won't do that.
Let me wrap this up because I don't want it to stretch the whole way.
It should be the whole.
Yeah, we also.
This is a 2-hour.
It was crazy.
This is a 2-hour podcast.
It was crazy. So Michael Che showed up. We got the 25-minute countdown. He fucking showed up.
So what was the? Was a huge pop, huge applause. What was the energy?
Insane.
Was it crazy?
It was insane because it was halfway a new crowd and everybody knew what was happening, and he went up and did like 40 minutes.
Nice.
Just open mic and straight reading bits out of the phone. Yeah.
Was
talking shit about Jost. Yeah. It was hilarious.
He's talking shit about Jost.
Yeah. Yes.
That's like a great bit that they do on SNL when they like do the jokes on each other.
It's funny that he does it when he's not there.
Yeah.
People went nuts, and he just hung out. And we kept the bar open, and all the comics hung out and drank with him, and we're hanging out. And
Any good moments? Any good?
Dude, he was cool. He was just a cool. Yeah, there were a lot of great moments. Zach wasn't there.
Oh.
Wait, Zach was there, but I don't think he.
Well,
was
that's why he
hanging
came down.
Yeah.
He called Ali and he's like, "Is Zach gonna be there?" And Ali was like, "No."
And then
it's gonna hurt Zach's feelings. So
yeah,
much.
Zach, I'm sorry, man. I love you, buddy.
Why would you say
it's not true?
I spilled the water at Sisyphus one time, and now everybody says that Michael Che will come because of me. But then I wasn't there, and he did come.
Yeah,
I was.
No, so that happened, and then that was crazy, and then he was hanging out. I was like kind of drunk and stressed out, honestly, because I had been running a 4-hour show at that point.
Yeah, that sucks.
So I didn't want to I don't know. I didn't, when it's somebody's that big, you don't want to bug him, but he really was cool, and he was making time for everybody and hanging out. Like he wanted to hang out.
Yeah, God, it's so cool.
Shout out to Emma Dallenberg, was hanging out with him in the green room and just talked up CCU so much that the next day he just decided to push off. He was supposed to leave Friday morning. He decided he was going to stay and host the open mic at CCU on Friday night.
God, because he's such a comic. He did
a don't tell. And also shout out to Dayton Bizette and Jake Silberman, out of town guys who just happened to be in town on this weekend. And Dayton set up a don't tell that Michael Che headlined here in Northeast.
That's so cool.
And then he came over and fucking hosted the CCU open mic. And that was where I got because I randomly was also running that show.
Mm-hmm.
I just hit the lottery this weekend.
Dude, that's incredible, man. And also and if we ever make it and get moderately successful, we won't. But if we do,
I can stop you there.
Please,
we're not going to.
But if we do,
one of us.
That's what I hope. That's what I hope. I wish more comics had that energy. Because that is the energy I dream of where it's like, look, I made it. I can headline. I can make my living. I can do this and stuff like that. But even when I was featuring for Tim Dillon, there was a comedy show next door, and I just went over there after the show, and I was I was featuring, and they were like, "Oh, dude, you're featuring next door. That's awesome." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, but you guys want to hang out, because it's you just want to hang out with."
Totally.
Other comics and stuff like that.
I will say, I think the ceiling for any of us on this podcast is to become a writer for a Modern Family spinoff. I think that's
the ceiling for us.
Yeah, that's a very.
Dude, I found out
I like that a lot.
Late night writers make $4,000 a week starting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get in late night, dude. I don't know if you all have ever. I don't know if any of the comedians have thought about this. I've never
thought of that as.
I'm trying to become a late night television writer.
Here,
Ryan. I think we can do it.
This was.
I think I think I got some ins.
This was the moment.
You got some ins.
I got some ins, mainly outs. Mainly outs, Jerry. A couple ins.
They told me to leave. They made me leave, Jerry. They forced me to leave.
By gun. They forced me to leave by gun, Jerry.
They pulled a gun on me.
They pulled a gun on you.
They?
Them. The they them, Jerry. They pulled a gun on
They're
me.
armed.
They're armed, Jerry.
They're getting guns now.
They got guns now,
They
Jerry.
have the right to bear arms, Jerry.
That just scared the shit out of Tony. You're gonna
This is the apology. This is the apology podcast, and we should apologize to Ryan's neighbors and his cat Tony.
Well, good luck, because
Sorry,
none of my
Tony.
neighbors speak English.
You're diverse like that. That's
Yeah, I
cool,
am
man.
diverse.
You live
I
a
am
cultured
very
life.
Mhm.
42 minutes.
Okay.
We're not
But
cutting
this was
anything.
this was
It's
the,
fine.
This was the moment. This
You
was the
can say
moment.
bad things on a podcast. This is what podcasts
Shut
are
the
for.
fuck up. Let's put this to bed.
This is an hour and a half long podcast. I'm here.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Uh,
Yes.
I need to work in the morning.
so there were like three. I don't. There were three.
Grant.
Open
I'm Grant.
micers.
I'm unemployed.
No, I have a job. There were like.
I'm Grant.
I'm Grant, and I'm a baby. I'm a baby.
I've talked about this to everybody. So sick of telling
Sorry,
this. I'm so
okay,
sick of
sorry.
telling this story. I just
It's
wanna be done with it.
interesting. We're trying to extend it.
Yeah, dude, we're trying to help you.
All right,
Grant.
talk about-
We're actually helping you.
Okay, now I feel like I'm being a baby. So
No, you're not being a baby.
No, he's
He's being a
fucking
baby.
Nice, dude.
Fucking idiot, dude.
Dude, you
All right, Grant.
Yeah. No, not. You
Okay,
can't do
so
it.
can we do the okay?
Don't do it. Don't do the baby thing. That's our thing.
all right,
That we
all
do
right,
to you.
All right, fine.
You don't get to.
All right.
You don't get to be the baby.
I want to be a baby now.
The baby. Take the D out. That's a baby.
Oh no.
And that's the clip.
I don't think that one's gonna
That's
go.
the clip.
I don't think that
Grant.
one's gonna go.
Sorry.
This was
Yeah,
It-
Grant. I'm sorry.
we thought it wasn't gonna happen again. It was like he was doing this other show, and then the open mic is starting. He's not there. But Emma Dollenberg was opening for him. So she's like giving me updates and like, yes, he wants to host the open mic, which
So
is just like,
sick.
what the fuck? And so maybe 3 or 4 people go up because we had to start the show. And like the person who's coming off stage right when he shows up, I talked to him. He's like, yeah, I'm going up. Like I'm hosting this thing. And it's like a brand new open micer, like straight up just did their first 3 minutes ever. And like, he's just like walking to the stage as they're coming off. And I just get to do the thing. Like your next comic is Michael Che. And it takes the room like a half a second to be like, holy fuck.
And they go
And then
crazy.
it just went like insane.
Ah,
That was
so
like,
cool.
That was like the goosebump moment because that was truly like, it was a complete shock.
Yeah.
Like nobody fucking knew.
Yeah.
And it was like instant. And it was just like, it truly was. That was probably the coolest thing I've done in comedy.
Yeah.
And then that show went like 3 hours and people loved it. We
Yeah.
put everybody up, you know, or
But he still
put all the-
has to work though.
yeah. So
Like, did he have any duds, any bombs, some good
Not
stu-
really, because he is that
He-
level
he-
where it's
yeah.
like anything he says is getting a response, and people are so into it that they're on board. Nobody was gonna leave. Like
Mhm.
nobody was gonna leave. So
Because I was on a show with Todd Barry and he gets this like huge pop, you know, and obviously he's like such a pro and he was hilarious and stuff like that. But he had like it was nice seeing a couple things not work for him. Also, he started like he was like something, he was like working something out, and because that's just, you know, what you do. It doesn't matter what level you are. And obviously, like, the longer you do it, you can like stay in that uncomfortable place, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to talk about comedy shit too much, but he started like fiddling with the mic stand a little bit while he was like working something out, like in a very like way, like an open mic way. Yeah, in a boyish way, like in that I do sometimes as well, that you see comics do, because like you don't know what to do with your hands sometimes, and he's fiddling with the mic stand, and he
That's
goes,
why I always jack
and he
off
said,
on
and
stage.
yeah, that's what he was
I
checking.
always have my hand on my fucking hard.
and you do like
But
a slow jack a little
Mhm.
bit, like
But
you're kind of edging.
But Todd Barry was like, he's like, and then like he just pauses his bit, and he's just like, man, I'm really upset that I'm fiddling with the mic stand right now. This is breaking a lot of open micers' hearts that are watching this set right now. Like a lot of open micers are
That he-
upset with me. And he's like, he's like addressing that, and I thought it was like, I was like,
what was he doing at the mic stand?
just like, you know, fiddling with it
He's
a little
getting,
bit,
like,
but
sweaty open micer,
like doing the up and
yeah,
down
but
thing?
he's addressing the fact that not the up and
he's
down.
struggling a little bit.
Yeah, he's addressing that he's like struggling with a little bit, and that like you do this, and like that you do this thing when you're struggling a little bit where you get a little fidgety with your hands, and it was just what I'm trying to say is that what's nice seeing, like Todd Barry was like one of my favorite comics when I was like in my comedy nerd stage in like college. I loved him, and it's like nice seeing
you're
somebody.
not a comedy nerd anymore.
Nah, dude, I'm a
You're a
comedy
comedy
jock,
jock.
dude. I'll beat up a bunch of guys with my fist.
We'll go out and do that after this. Now that you're in town, we'll just go roam the streets.
Yeah,
after
dude.
The podcast.
I'm not even putting a jacket on.
Cause a little trouble.
What I'm trying to say, it's like endearing when you see someone who you respect and you're like, oh, this person's great. Work.
Yeah.
Out their stuff.
Yeah.
I really love that.
It was amazing, but
process.
No shade to Todd Barry. Michael Che is a full blown celebrity, so people were just like, holy fucking shit,
Yeah.
you know, like I'm in the same room
that's
as
so
this
funny.
guy, especially with it being like the shock, you know. But yeah, he did like he hosted the whole mic. I gave him no quarter when it came to like. I didn't bring it. Normally we host that show from the back, which is like on the God mic. So there isn't a comic that goes up in between but fucking kudos to Michael Che, dude. He would be like in the green room and I would just start doing the playoff music and he would come sprinting through the hallway like we've all done. You know?
Dude, he's
cool
that's
as
the
hell,
cool.
dude.
That's so cool, man. I know
it was crazy.
I'm so geeked about his like enthusiasm and like rapport and I love it.
So this was probably the most fun thing that happened for me. First of all, I did a set and like kind of murdered and he brought me off and like made a comment about my last joke, which you always love that shit.
You had a good one?
Yeah.
Bump my mic.
Good. Great set. Yeah, fucking
my little
penis mic. The crowd was hot as hell. And then there was a moment, dude. There was a moment where I was.
Sorry, bro.
I was forgot
about the rule.
The aforementioned Greg Coleman off stage, and I happened to be playing my playlist ended and it went into just shuffle and it was Johnny Cash, and Che started roasting me for playing Johnny Cash while two black men were on stage, and then he started like saying I need to play some good gangster rap, and I was like on the God mic being like, this is the most scared I've ever been, sir. Like,
is that working? And it's working.
Yeah, just fucking.
That's really funny.
Fucking with him back and forth, and then I was like playing some DMX and shit, and he was loving it. And then
dude, you should have played like Lil Dicky and be like, sorry, this is the only rapper I know.
Then, like, kind of for the rest of the night, we had a little like fucking with each other with the music type thing going on.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And then
it's beautiful, man.
It was like so this it's a long show. There is a lull in the crowd, like kind of 2 hours in where it's like some people struggled.
It's hard to be.
The crazy thing is some people, it was straight up their first open mic set ever when he was bringing them.
Oh my God.
It's crazy to peak your first set.
Yeah. Because for, I'm 5 years in, that was the coolest thing that ever happened to me.
Yeah. They need like speaking of Will Smith, Men in Black, you need to just zap that night away. And it's because it's going to be better for you.
Post it on your Instagram, have the image, but you don't want to remember that.
Yeah. Because
now be expecting that every time you go to an open.
Because most of these people, they would have tapped out of, after 2 years, they would have been done with comedy. After that night, they're buckled in, they're locked in for 5 years for sure.
Leave it in. You can leave that in. I don't care if that.
I think this is a non-cut episode. Uncut.
Uncut gems.
Dude, this should be we cool uncut.
Don't go behind me to talk to Grant.
Don't forward, bro.
No.
Dude,
if you want to talk to Grant, you say it to me and I'll tell Grant.
Stop. Dude, let's just stand up and then he can't see us.
I will stand on my
right
couch.
over his eye line, just barely. Okay, so this is how it ends. Joey Hamburger does the bucket. The bucket spot at the CCU mic is the last spot of the night. You go up and you beg for money. And Joey Hamburger, people have been loving the Joey Hamburger episode. So shouts out to Joey.
Dude, he's a fucking awesome dude. Yeah,
old ham boy.
He's fourth mic. I say that about every guest. Che's
like, is your name really Joey Hamburgers? He's like, yeah. So Joey does what Kyra said. No, Kyra. friend of the show, Kyra, was messaging me about it. She's like, I like how when he talks, his mouth doesn't move. I'm like,
that's so
epic.
true, dude. That's such a good observation. Michael Che.
Okay.
His mouth is like, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's only a little bit
so
open.
Deadpan, but so Hamburger gets up there, just lights the room up. First of all, also Jake Silberman, very funny.
He's really good.
Comic, just murdered. Like, and it seems like he might be opening for Che in the future.
Oh
shit! That level. And then Hamburger gets up there, just does his weird ass shit for 10 minutes.
Yeah, he's
begging
like
for money.
God, he's like greasy, baggy pants.
Yeah. Male model, female,
hot in the worst way.
Is he doing the Timothy Chalamet but gay line?
I don't know, but he started using my. I don't know, but he started using my line about He says I'm crazy. I eat alone at Buca de Beppo, and then I said you just got to go. I bring my own sword to Fogo de Chao. He started using it, dude.
Good tag, dude.
Thank you. Like we've said before, nothing better than when your tag works for somebody else. That's better than writing a good joke for yourself.
We should all write on Modern Family.
So Che goes up and does bumping mics with Joey Hamburger for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
It's those two up there. And then Joey Hamburger gets off stage, does mushrooms or whatever he does. Che does like 15 more minutes, calls Hamburger back up on stage. And then
Joey, he's just, he just did a couple lines in the bathroom.
Yeah. The show ends.
He's off the shrooms.
And Che just hangs out and shuts down the bar with everybody. And
he got a little sauced up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and, he likes the sauce.
Bitch Respecter
he's known to shut down bars in New York at like till 5 a.m.
Here's the thing, man, is like, this is what I would say is most noticeable is because how many fucking like dry bar guys have you guys hung out with who are complete assholes and don't want to talk with anybody, don't want to.
Seven. Seven of them. And I will say their names.
I bet you will. I will say two. I will say two.
So collectively, it's probably at like 12. It's like these people with no credits will big dog you in the weirdest place.
Well, they have like a dry, it's like a dry bar comedy credit, and they're like clean comedians, but they're just like they're just mean,
and they'll be a dick about it that you're opening for them or whatever. Michael Che had time for every single person who wanted to talk with him, who wanted to take a photo with him, who he was just a nice guy. And it was like, he wanted to hang out with us. And that's just surprising for somebody who's like one of the top 10 stand-ups in the world, right?
Oh, for sure. And also it's also beneficial to him because he's like, he works on Saturday Night Live, which is like draining. And he's, I don't know if he's head writer anymore, but was head writer. I think he's head writer. And so he's like, that encompasses all of his time is doing that fucking show. So then he's like, when he's doing the thing he loves, which is like stand up, it's like, oh, I have to like get in there. I have to like talk to comics. I have to like figure out what's going on. You know what I mean? It's like, cause if I need to be the best at my craft, I need to really know what's happening in the local scene. I can't just like do my theater show at Winona and then head back to New York.
Most guys at his level would fly out that next morning without ever making an effort to come do an open mic.
But the guys are really good. They were like I know we were talking about like Chris Rock, but like Chris Rock always talks to like cellar comics, and like hangs out, and he like
Mark Norman seems to be one of those guys who will do like every gig.
But it's like, because it's like, you always want to know, it's like, well, so I want to hear what your joke is as a younger comedian. Okay. So this is what we're talking about. This is what a 22-year-old comedian is talking about. This is what, like, the more knowledge you know about stand-up and just like how it is working on all these multiple levels, seems like the better you can be at your level. And
and you're right, because so the first night he just kind of like headlined and did an hour, but when he was hosting, he was just sitting in the archway right there the whole show at CCU. So it was the thing of like, if you got lucky, he was there and paid attention to your set. And then if you weren't lucky, he would be dipping into the green.
Oh yeah. I've opened up for Swartzen 6 times. I don't think he's ever heard one of my jokes.
Yeah. I actually had I
followed Swartzen.
Dude, I had a similar experience. I went up right before Swartzen at CCU, and he told me that he really liked one of my jokes. And it's just like these things, these moments that keep you coming back for sure.
Yeah.
Where it's pretty surreal, these guys who are kind of your heroes.
Like my first show in New York, it was like the Todd Barry show. That was like one of my first show. And he was like, hey, I really like that child porn joke. And I was like, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Like all that. But like in my head, I was like, yeah, it's going to keep me going for about 5 months.
Yeah.
Like,
and so, yeah, man, it was just a really, really amazing couple nights that were pretty much out of nowhere and exhausting, but super fun. I wish you guys could have been there. It was great.
True.
Yeah, you should have. But also, you know what the vibe is. It's like when you show up in that late moment and that's what you're so afraid of with people, but he didn't seem like he would care. That's why if anything was awkward, it was the fact that he was so cool that everybody, like, you could have come by. You could have come by and just talked to him.
Isn't that kind of intimidating sometimes when you meet another comic that's like really cool and really funny and they're kind to you? Do you guys get that feeling where you're like, it's like a little overwhelming, like where you're like, oh, I need to leave now.
Thursday night I had that, and
he was nice to me. He liked my stuff, and so now I need to leave so that I don't.
Yeah, you need the George Costanza.
Yeah,
like the leave when you're on top.
You leave when you're on top. You know,
I cut it early. I was like, no. I'm not even gonna make the good impression. I'm gonna not even show up. So not even.
to not even have a good or bad.
I totally understand that exact fucking thing you're talking about, but this is what I kind of learned from this weekend is that you do have to, because I'm bad at this. You're good at this, actually. You take big cuts. You are truly yourself, right in the green rooms.
Sorry, Casey Anthony's.
Who is that?
Calling Casey Anthony.
His phone's ringing right now, and it's the person calling is Casey Anthony.
But,
who in your phone is Casey Anthony?
Casey Anthony.
She's still alive? Is she in prison?
No, she's free.
She's out. Man.
She's free, and I'm dating her.
Yeah. Regardless, it was an amazing weekend.
That's awesome, man. That's like what an incredible story, man.
But yeah. What I learned is, I think in those situations you need to really truly feel it out, because my instinct is to always go give them their space. Yeah, we'll talk if we wanted to, but this was so different because normally that's a weekend where you're working with a headliner and you have
more time.
You have the next day to talk, and maybe you're like, let's go get lunch tomorrow. You get to know him there.
Yeah.
But with this, it was like, he wanted to just hang out and drink, and I didn't pick up on that so much the first night because I was stressed out. Honestly, that was a stressful.
I can imagine. You had to keep the attention of what is there, like 100 people in that room at this point, and like,
these are the coolest thing about it is that they were both free shows. So Michael Che just did like a sick little thing where he just performed for free. And he could make,
which also,
so much
who
money.
Cares? Yeah,
I know.
Like if you're, yes. Like if you're an audience member, that's like a thing you'll never forget. But for him, it's like. Yeah,
this is what was stressful about the Sisyphus thing is when the room filled up standing room only, and we still didn't know he was coming.
Dude, Winona's got to be so mad.
But it was like, because they got completely overshadowed. Because this has been in the Star Tribune, like they're picking up on this as national
just like
news.
imagine like paying like $50 to go see Michael Che, and then like you wake up the next morning, you're like, wait, he was in an open mic the same night, and he did how much?
Yeah.
He did. He was doing
a Q&A in Winona, so I don't even know if he was doing stand-up.
Okay.
But this is what the most stressful thing was.
A queef and ass?
When we
I'm doing a Q&A
announced it. We announced it, and then we didn't know when he was coming. So it was like, what if he doesn't show up?
You want to do a queef and ass?
What if he doesn't show up? Like literally, it's whatever. Like when you're hearing this, but I was in the room hosting that show, a room full of 100 people waiting to see Michael Che. And we don't know when he's going to be there.
And you told them.
Yeah. Well, we didn't say his name, but it was on Instagram. That's why those.
And word gets spread around. Yeah. So you were on the hook for bumming a lot of people out that night.
100 people.
Ruining 100 people's nights. That could have been the worst night of your life.
If Michael,
you couldn't even enjoy that night because
I was very stressed out.
If Michael Che doesn't come, you better have one funny black guy.
Greg Goldman had already done 2 sets.
And you already got Greg.
Let's get back out of the scene.
Oh, fuck.
We need to invent a funnier black man than Greg Goldman.
Greg going up to a guy on the street. Sir, can you do stand-up comedy?
Michael Che showed up and I was like, thank God I'm taking off my makeup.
Oh my God.
That's not good.
No, that's the good stuff right there.
Also, being that this is the podcast that we apologize for things, I think that Tommy should apologize to Grant for calling him a baby and making fun of him.
Tommy.
No,
Grant, I'm
I don't want to.
I'm sorry that you were called a baby.
He was acting like
Apology accepted, Ryan.
Yeah,
Thank you
well,
for doing that. I'll demand
No.
an apology from the Star Tribune.
No, I don't want.
The Star Tribune journalist who
I don't want to.
reported on that Sisyphus show, like interviewed people who were there.
Did they call you Grant Winkies?
No, they didn't. I didn't get name checked,
Grant
so
Stinkies.
apologize for that.
Grant Wrinkles.
But they took Jay like randomly said, "Yeah, I'm quitting SNL." Reported it. It's in the Huffington Post now. Like,
Oh, that
and
sucks,
he was kidding. He was like,
dude. That's
he was
what.
riffing, like, yeah, I'm leaving SNL. This fucking dweeb at Star
Oh, fuck
Tribune.
that! Demand an apology from this guy.
I did. Yeah, fuck him.
Well,
Just
do it-
now you did that.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Listen here, you rat fuck journalist.
That
cocksucker.
sucks. It's funny to say I'm going to
Fake
quit my
news.
job. I do it all the time.
And
You have that joke
rarely
about-
actually quit.
I say every podcast episode I'm quitting my job and I'm going to get fired. None of those things are true. I just say them. It's a little true, but not really.
I've been reporting it to the Huffington Post every week, and they just aren't picking it up.
They've never written a single.
Yeah, why is it the Huffington Post doesn't report when I say I'm quitting my job?
Bluffington Post.
Yeah.
Ryan,
Whoa, Grant.
I've been sitting on that one for a while.
Sitting on that like my a thumb in my ass.
Like I'm a damn chicken on an egg. Like I'm a female chicken.
Like I'm a damn chicken on a penis.
like I'm some bitch chicken. Like I'm some chicken bitch sitting on a damn egg. Where my chicken bitches at?
Yeah.
Bog, bitch. Stop name
You gotta
checking
fucking
people.
Ryan. You don't want to leave Grant extra work, man. You should apologize for making
All right.
Grant
That's true.
I'm
That's
sorry.
true.
edit a bunch
I'm
of stuff.
sorry for
Dude.
dropping multiple names in this episode, but
It's
you can leave the first one in.
no.
You got to leave everything in, man. I haven't said anything I want to cut out.
I'll edit that.
I haven't. I've been on good behavior.
We can't name check local people because it's a dick move. It really is.
Yeah, but it's pretty funny though.
Yeah,
it is
It's
funny for
fucking
us.
hilarious.
Also,
Like, you
it
guys
gets
laugh.
it'll get around too.
The problem though is
You
that
think?
No,
guys-
yeah. Well, that's why you
but
don't
the
do it. Is
problem
because
the problem is you guys laugh when I say it. And so
Yeah.
maybe
Oh, yeah, this is our fault,
Actually,
Tommy.
maybe the issue is with
You know what my
guys.
problem is with Ryan is that
finally we're getting to
he
it.
fucking pushes the line, and
Yeah.
and that's his choice to push the line,
Yep.
and he does that.
Mhm.
And then like one of us will make a joke that's like not even that bad, and he's like, "Whoa," he gets all like, "Whoa," and then he makes it awkward, and it's like, "Shut up, dude." And then he goes, and then after we record the podcast, he's like, "Hey man, can you cut out everything I said?" And it's like, dude,
Just wait
Dude.
until when we
dude, you gotta fucking get it together, dude.
when we
Dude,
no,
I'm from Dorchester, dude.
Dude, I'm from Rochester.
I'm from fucking
What?
dude. I'm from
We
fucking
probably got
Dorchester.
family, dude.
Dude, you got fucking Rochester. I'm from Dorchester, dude. Dude, this
Dorchester.
fucking guy. He was fucking
Fucking guy.
this fucking guy.
How's it feel, guy?
How's it
when we
fucking
have
feel, dude?
Patreon and there's a director's cut of every episode because I'm the director.
You're not.
It's just gonna be me talking.
Roman Polanski is our director. He's been standing off camera for every podcast we've ever done.
Well, like
Yeah,
That's why it's
exactly.
so artistic and interesting.
Yes. Yeah, that's why it's fucking twisted.
That's why we
More
talk
like-
about pedophiles.
So,
sometimes.
yeah.
he
The
gives us a
subversive
thumbs up
way.
every time we do.
And he's like,
yeah, say something
Yeah,
nice.
he's like,
about
more on
Do the
the
Miller
say
Lite
something-
plug.
say
Do the
something-
Miller Lite plug about the pedophiles.
normalize being a pedophile.
That was one of the
Will you
Oscar
tweet?
things.
Will you tweet normalize being a pedophile?
You know, there is an argument.
No, I should tweet normalize being a pedophile and then comment on it. Oh shit, sorry, hacked, but just leave it all up.
normalize being a pedophile.
All right. Well, I don't know.
Let's just skip the anonymous listener apology.
Yeah,
Let's
dude,
keep going. Let's keep podcasting.
No, that's enough. That's
Ryan's
enough.
tired.
We can hang out.
Oh,
still,
you
but I
tired?
don't want to do this.
We're gonna be podding.
Go to bed. Let me and Graham podcast.
Yeah,
Are you
we'll
staying
start
at my
the
place
we'll
tonight?
start the.
Nah, I'm staying at
Patreon
Danny's
right
place.
now.
You fucking bitch.
Sorry, dude.
Tommy, would you want to go to the Moose? Do the
Oh, I would
open mic
love
there?
to go to the Moose, dude.
All right.
Yeah,
we gotta
I'm
hit somebody up about signing. us
Also,
up
dude,
there.
shout out, dude. I posted on Instagram. I was like,
I'd maybe go to the Moose.
Yeah. Well, let's
oh, now you want to go? You can't go to the Moose, dude.
Hold on.
You already said you don't want to podcast
let's
anymore.
put a button on this episode. First of all, apologies.
I was telling a
Apologies
story.
to the damn Star
telling a
Tribune,
story.
man. Guys, hold it together, please.
I'm gonna punch you in the
Dude,
Tommy and Ryan are gonna fight 5 times while we're on the road.
And we're gonna make up 3.
That's right.
That's all.
Those are our odds.
That's all it
Classically.
takes, folks.
Classic 5.
Demand an apology from that fucking fake news hack.
That really sucks, man. And you know, they're just trying to fucking get clicks and just like
Now we're talking about it again.
the click economy.
Yeah,
It's booming,
we're talking about wealth generation and the click economy.
It's
on today's episode of Fresh Air with Tommy Bayer.
Welcome back to the wecool podcast. Today we're talking about the click economy. Join me are my host, Grant Winkles and Ryan. What was your last name again?
Winkles.
And Ryan Winkles. Here I have the Winkles brothers.
The Winkles bros.
The Winkles twins.
Winkles twins.
we should start calling it. Should say we're the Winkles twins.
That's characters that we do now. Where we talk
The
about
Winkle twins. Wait, what were the 2 twins that like
The
were
Winklevoss
involved?
twins.
The Winklevoss. Yeah,
They're
with
huge in Bitcoin. They're in the click economy.
get out of the click economy, Jerry.
Okay.
There's an economy
Yeah.
booming.
You know, you're the reason that people hate journalists, you fucking asshole. So
Also, I want to apologize for being drunk this episode.
You don't need to apologize.
I had 3 beers at the airport. Came back here a little groggy.
yeah, it's all good.
We need to get signed up like now.
Sorry for not
For what?
reading an anonymous listener apology.
The Moose.
We'll get it figured out. Let's do that.
Oh, the
Let's
Moose
wrap
is an
this
open
up.
mic. I thought
Let's
it
wrap
was
this up.
just a bar.
Yeah, we can just go and drink there.
Oh no. Let's go do.
What did you think he meant by getting signed up?
Huh? I didn't.
I got to get
in
on
New
the
York,
list.
you got to sign up.
I got to get on the list to get drunk.
You got to sign up to get a damn Jimmy John's sub in there.
I want
Hold on, guys.
Don't touch
let's
me.
get these
Let me
dates
touch
out
you.
real quick.
Yeah.
We're hitting the fucking
Samantha,
road.
Hannah
Oh.
and Becky.
I bet those are their real names too.
Not
Lou
last
Lou
names.
Bega over here.
Savannah, Hannah, and Becky
A
Winkles.
little bit of Monica.
Come
You're
give me a
dating.
kiss,
You're dating my
baby.
triplet sisters. Who are also
I'm dating
your
the
sisters?
triplets.
Yeah, I'm dating the trips.
I'm dating the
okay.
trips and I'm sucking on the
All right.
nips.
Let
I'm
me go
kidding.
through this. Wednesday.
I would never do that to a woman.
Caroline,
Okay.
if you're listening to this, I'm doing great.
Friday, April 1st. Ryan and I are in Eau Claire. What's Bricktown?
Brick House
Brick House
Brewing.
Brick House Pub.
I'm headlining that show. Great
Nope,
is featuring
co-headlining that show. Tommy, where are you on
I
Saturday night?
podcast like this, like I was a singer.
And I'm a little baby.
Where are you on Saturday night?
Like Saturday night, I am in. I think I'm in Chippewa Falls.
Shut
Okay.
the fuck up.
No,
Where?
Friday night I'm in Chippewa Falls.
That's my
we're in Eau
hometown.
Claire.
You idiot.
I'm in Chippewa Falls Friday night.
Yeah,
We're in
we're
Eau
in Eau
Claire
Claire
Friday
Friday night.
God,
Yo.
we're fucking dumb.
Should
man.
we link?
Yeah, I
Let's
think
link.
so.
Let's
Yeah.
link
Let's get Mary on the podcast.
and let's build.
Maybe let's see if Mary wants to do a podcast before the show or
Maybe.
something like that.
Okay.
All right.
Sure, yeah, make
So
that
I'm in
happen.
Chippewa Falls Friday night, and then I am in a town in Wisconsin Saturday night that I do.
All right,
it-
fuck that.
No, but
plug.
dude, listen, dude. I'm renting a car. I spent like $150
Mary
bucks.
driving?
No. Because then we're driving to this other town Saturday night, and then I'm renting a car in this town that I forget the name of.
Oh, to meet with us.
Wait. Yes. No, Sunday morning, I'm
Yeah.
renting the car. Sunday morning, I'm renting the car, 9 a.m, driving 6.5 hours to Indianapolis. It's
You're gonna-
at the top of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I'm driving all the way down to Indianapolis to meet up with you guys.
to
I'm
do a
gonna
10-minute set.
To do a 10-minute set. I'm
gonna
gonna
be
be
awesome.
I'm gonna be exhausted.
Saturday night, April 2nd, Ryan and I are I'm headlining in Kenosha.
we're
Ryan's
co-headlining.
featuring Rami Makhlouf from Milwaukee. Very
Rami
funny guy.
Malek?
Makhlouf.
Just joking, guys. Take it
let's get
easy.
these plugs out. Can we
Literally-
just get the plugs out?
get the fucking plugs out?
Hey, get the plug out of my ass.
Please. No, leave that in.
Don't take my joke.
Sunday night, we're in
Sorry.
Indianapolis. Okay, no, Saturday night, Ryan and I, Kenosha, Black Circle Brewing. No, Public Craft Brewing in Kenosha. Saturday night, Sunday night, the three of us, Black Circle Brewing in Indianapolis.
Indiana, India. And then
Tuesday night,
Chicago, Illinois, best night ever at
Tuesday
Lincoln
night.
Lodge.
I'm also at the comedy bar Monday night.
Shut up.
oh, Little dirtbag. Well, we'll all be there. Come say hi.
8th and 9th, we will be in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
These are the big
Sisyphus
ones.
Brewing.
These are the big ones.
This is
folks.
the one.
If we don't sell this out,
Look at all these beer bottles.
Molested. Did
Look
you
at-
guys hear what I said?
Yes. Yeah. 8th and 9th.
Sisyphus
Brewery.
Your boys are headlining.
I'm
Minneapolis.
headlining.
We're all headlining.
They're
through.
opening for me.
Come
Shut up.
through. We know all of you basically live in Minneapolis. Please help us sell these shows out.
Shout out to the Czech Republic.
April 8th and 9th. Yeah, we're number 80, 84.
Don't tell them that.
What?
We're just shouting them out.
Yeah, don't
We
tell
just-
our
I just
number.
like
Sorry.
the Czech Republic.
Thank you for listening.
If you are,
I'm more of a Czech Democrat myself.
Turn his mic
Tommy.
Then we will be in New York, motherfucking city, girl.
Yeah.
I'm leaving that Thursday, the 13th or 14th. I'm going to Louisville. I'm gonna be at the Comedy Caravan with Mike Brody.
Nice.
Listen, if you're listening to this, you only have a little bit of time if you live in Minneapolis to have sex with me, because I will move.
Yeah, we'll plug our shows again, but
Go to our Instagram and Twitter
And my Facebook.
at wecool podcast. Yeah, hit Ryan on Tinder or Bumble.
look, Grant and
I'm
Ryan
just kidding,
Grant
by
and
the
Ryan
way.
have shows in New York on the 12th, and then I have a show on the 10th, and then another show on the 15th of April. So
Just honestly,
just-
if you're in any of those places, hit us up. We'll get you straightened out.
shoot a DM.
Shoot your shot, king or queen.
Yeah. Kings and queens and anything in between.
Just want to say real quick, I'm sick of the label. I'm getting real sick of the label Short Kings.
boop boop.
All right.
All right, that's it. That's the episode.
Hold on,
That's it.
Ryan's got something he's got to get out.
Close this
Yeah.
out. Don't say the thing. Just close this out.
Let me say it. I'm getting real sick of the label Short Kings.
Hold on, let
'cause
me.
Sometimes I don't feel like a short king, but sometimes I feel like a dirty little peasant. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, the gay crowd loved that.
All right, man. Thanks for listening. That's
Yeah,
it.
to any new listeners, thank you for listening.
We usually do an
And to all
apology.
listeners,
We usually
yeah.
read a listener apology, but we didn't do that this episode. We'll do it on the next
We were
episode.
hyped up because Tommy's here. Fucking sue us, okay?
But don't.
Literally, you can sue.
Hire
Grant.
a lawyer. Hire Zach Kagan.
Mhm.
I'll be your lawyer to sue us.
All right.
Me be your lawyer to sue me.
Can I close this out?
No.
Close it out.
No.
For Grant Stinkles and Ryan Winkles,
Shut the fuck up,
I've been Tommy Winkles,
dude.
and you're listening to the damn wecool podcast.
Why don't you
This
just
that was real.
shoot me in the fucking dick with the gun? Stop it.